What If It's Cool is proudly brought to you by Respo Clothing. Feel like a champion by wearing the merch from all the stars, including Luke Resner, B Squared, Savannah Rowe, John Stop Action, Nova Nichols, The Cooters, and my personal favourite, Conflict Axiom. So feel like a champion by checking out Respo Clothing. They can be found on Facebook and on Instagram. It's the event so big, they need to do it on 2 nights. MXW presents WrestleFest, Night 1 happening on May 31st at the Geelong West Town Hall, and Night 2 happening on June 1st at Lara Hall. Ticket link is in the description, make sure to check it out. Adrenaline Pro Wrestling presents Breakout 42, happening on June 7th, featuring the up-and-coming stars of Adrenaline Pro Wrestling. Ticket link is in the description, make sure to check it out. Alpha Pro Wrestling presents No Remorse, happening on Saturday, June 8th at the Pipework Market. Ticket link is in the description, make sure to check it out. Before you see No Remorse, make sure to also check out Alpha Pro Wrestling's Energy 5, happening at the Pipework Market from 12 p.m. Ticket entry is only $2, make sure to check it out. Victoria Professional Wrestling presents The Revolution Will Not Be Silenced, happening on Saturday, 8th of June. Ticket link is in the description, make sure to check it out. Renegades of Wrestling presents God Save the Renegades, happening on Sunday, 9th of June, featuring the TLC match. Ticket link is in the description, make sure to check it out. They're out on parole, make sure to check out Australian Outlaw Wrestling's On Parole Tour. First stop happening on June 15th at Pockets Maribyrnong, featuring music from Nicolas Cage Fighter, Liar, and Infected. Ticket link is in the description, make sure to check it out. Battle Championship Wrestling are back with a 2-night extravaganza, Best in Battle, happening on the 5th and the 6th of July at the Sikh Centre. Ticket link is in the description, make sure to check it out. It's Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays, and I'm with my co-host as always, John L. Crossfire. Johnny, how you been?
How are you doing, my dude? It's been way too long.
Fuck, a month we haven't done this because you've been very busy doing a lot of things, and a lot's happened in your life. I've been doing a lot of things as well. It's been pretty busy for both of us, and I'm really glad we're doing it. Now, guys, we do apologize. It was only meant to be 2 weeks. It did not meant to be a 4-week sort of thing. But in amidst all that, I tried to get people to get on the show, and we just couldn't get things done. And then, a lot has happened, which we're going to be going through today. But firstly, before we get started, Johnny, health update, please.
Oh, well, first of all, before I forget, I want to address something with you because I saw something that happened over the weekend. But health is going pretty decent. As I've talked about in the show, like we had the rejection for the transplant and all the bits and the bobs and back and forth. Anyway, I went back on 15th of May as we record this. It's the 27th of May, so a week and a half-ish ago. They told me that, next appointment, if it's all clear and, there's no rejection, we won't take all the stitches out, but we'll still take a couple of stitches out. And then I get there and still didn't take any stitches at all out because now that it's all cleared up and stuff and they've actually had to look at it, they are absolutely mind boggled because usually 99.9% of the time, if there's rejection, it's because an infection has come in. Now that it's been clear for 3 months and they're able to actually look at, all the little bits and the bobs, they can't work it out because there was never any infection at all to begin with. And they can't figure out what caused the rejection without the infection. And then there is some cases, it's not super, super rare, but it is uncommon that it can just reject for whatever reason, the body doesn't want it. And of course, me being me, I had to fucking just overcomplicate things and my body was just nah, fam. So they're nah, got to come back again in the end of July, which will be just on 6 months. And they said they have to wait 5 to 6 months post-rejection to take any stitches out. And I'm well, you still said you were going to take some out and you got my hopes up. But it's actually even though I can't see, they estimated that it was going to be better than the right eye, as I've said on this show and my show many more times. Now they've got confirmation. I went through the eye chart and I couldn't quite focus, but there was those split seconds of it was trying so hard to focus and it still got further than this eye did. It's just because of the couple of stitches that have had to come out. My eye is abnormal shape currently. So basically it's pulling on itself, basically. She said she couldn't even describe what shape it was. It's just, and I said, well, it's like me, it's abstract, but yeah, it's healing well. She said, don't be put off or concerned about the blurriness. It's just because it's trying too hard to work, which, obviously you don't want to overuse it, but it's a good thing that it's trying to be the dominant eye, which is a good thing. So once
Yeah.
it's come out, it was a very long-winded answer, but yeah, basically, no news is good news. Got to come back.
See, you're saying it's no news, but I'm taking it as positive news, man, because like having known you for this long now, like it sounds like there is progress and it's going in the right direction. So I know we talk off camera a lot, but thing is, man, it sounds like you're getting better. It sounds like the dream is going to be a reality soon. How soon, I don't know. That's God's plan up there. But I can't wait for you to give me that phone call. It's like, Dan, I got the clear.
Like, I just want to do some sort of exercise that's not just walking. Like it's kind of silly. Like the only sort of kind of exercise you can do with all the stitches is walking. Well, how can I go for a walk by myself if I'm blind? Because if I'm having a bad eye day, that ain't gonna work. But like I've been going for like a few more walks lately, and it's just like 15, 20 minute walks up to the park on back and playing Pokemon Go or whatever, just to keep my ADHD mind busy. But I'm just like, I have a full like, well, it's not like high top of the range, but I have a full home gym out there that we set up during fucking COVID of like all this equipment that I want to just start throwing around, and I'm just getting antsy, man. Like I just
He's got ants in his pants and he's ready to dance.
but you tell me about you, because I saw something that happened this past week at APW and you didn't even tell me
Oh,
this was in the plans. And
oh.
I had a hunch because your family is very much like mine. We do whatever it takes. We do what's necessary. Other families don't understand it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But how could you keep this from me, Daniel?
All I'm just gonna say is, Tomo, do your research.
I mean, look,
My
Tom,
last name is Crow. You know,
I mean, we should really be doing good cop, bad cop here, but Tomo,
yeah, come on,
do your job.
yeah. I mean, like I know I'm a handsome man. I know I'm in demand, but fuck, I can't do heel.
But no, honestly, shout out to the Crow family, Adam and Amelia. I fucking wish them all the success in the world. So freaking awesome for them. But no, I saw that and I genuinely did pop. I was literally on my couch and I was like, yes. And Miss Novalee like, you good, fam? And I'm like, showed her the photo and she's like, oh, fuck yeah. She's like, heel DPC, let's go.
I Oh my god, I the old saying, it feels good to be bad. It's so true. Like the moment I locked eyes with 211, and I just gave him a death stare. I just heard in a corner of thank God I can hear out of my left ear because I heard this kid. He goes, "How the hell could you do that, DPC?" And I just went like that. So I saw a little bit of footage and actually do catch. I don't know if they actually catch the kid saying it, but I just did that. It was just a heat of the moment, and then it was great. Yeah. So I screwed standardized paradox out of the titles.
Now DPC is going to do the standardized paradox. Screwed standardized paradox.
No, look, trust me. This is a dream. To be working at Adrenaline. I've said it multiple times that how much I love the company and the fact that I was given an opportunity to do this, and yeah, like I was asked, I was asked, not I went to them. I want to make that perfectly clear that I never used my influence to get where I wanted to be. I was asked. This was absolutely fantastic because they didn't have to do it. Adam and Millie could have used somebody else, but it was really fun to do this. So I can't wait to see what happens. Well, I kind of know what's going to happen, obviously, but I can't wait to see
I
what
just
you
remember
guys
having
are about to say.
a fair conversation where like you didn't even know at the time what exactly you were doing, and you're like, "Hey, like I've been contacted by Adrenaline," and I'm just like, "Yes, like let's go!" Like, and you even said yourself like it could just be interviews, it could be commentary, like I don't know, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, fucking
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know for like I'm not going to say how when I found out, but it was like wow, and when I found out, I was like, this is going to be amazing. In saying that though, I think I just lost my point. Something also happened this week that we need to react to. It's pretty bad. I don't know. I don't know why this happened. Um, yeah, let's just roll the clip. So let's get right into the action. Hello and welcome to the Cameo account of Daniel Porco, aka DPC, which is me. So
My
thank
God,
you
he is
if
so
you're
handsome.
willing to waste
He
some
is
money
so
and give it to
handsome.
me. I'm happy to take your money. I'm happy to say whatever you want me to say. In reality, is I'm just doing this to see if John L. Crossfire gets more cameos than me. It's all for a joke, but I mean, if you want me to say something, please reach out to me. I'm happy to do it. And yeah, until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Oh my God, I love that man so much.
I see this going one of two ways.
So good looking. Oh my God.
Maybe it's just my fault for being
Sex on legs, that man.
It could be my fault for being too self-deprecating, but I see this going one of two ways. Either we get to a year from now and we both have absolutely none each, or I see you just having like 30 and I have 0.
Have you had any since you've started?
Like, as I said, like I haven't even really promoted it since I started. I just kind of was like, as I said, I was going through Cameo because I was looking for a wrestler that unfortunately isn't on there anymore, but I was trying to get for my brother for his birthday. It's okay because I found someone else, but it was like literally I bumped the fucking button by accident just because, I'm blind and phone screens are tiny of create your own. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And then I looked at it. I'm like, actually, like just as a joke, I'm like, how long's the process? And literally within like 3 clicks, it was like, da 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 da. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I was just like, fine. And Miss Novalee just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm starting a Cameo. And she was just like, why? And I'm like, because it's letting me.
It's so fun. So guys, it is now the 27th of May as we record this. Now we have exactly 1 year from now to see who is going to get the most cameos. So please, both our links are in the description.
I mean, look, who knows?
I want John to win, to be honest. But if I win, so I'm gonna throw just one rule into this one, right? So if I get any requests, but they say I have to have Emilio and Adam on there, automatically I'm disqualified, right? From those ones, because obviously they're getting it because they want to get the Crow family on there. So it has to be just me, right? If you get members of the Rogue,
members of Rogue, yes,
yeah, members of Rogue. Sorry. God, I'm still battling with that virus, guys. I do apologize.
Oh, dude, I was so worried when you messaged me yesterday because like I couldn't even talk, and I was just like, I'll try my best to power through it. And then I woke up this morning, I'm like, I still can't breathe, but I have a voice back, so that's.
I've been battling with this for 2 weeks now, and I'll be flat honest, it was so much worse than COVID. Like I was
100%. Like I thought I had COVID to start with.
Yeah, same. Like because like I was in and out of like falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep for about 4 hours, and I literally felt like it was only an hour. I looked at my watch and it was like, I think it was 8 o'clock when I called my boss. I let them know that I wasn't coming in, and then it was like either midday or just before 1 o'clock, and I went, oh my God, where's my day gone? And so it was pretty bad.
Miss Novalee or any of her other like female wrestling friends will watch this back and just be like, they've got the fucking man flu. But
it ain't the flu. It ain't the man flu, ladies. It's a lot worse than the man flu. No, trust me. I would love to have the man flu over this, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, just quickly, is there anything coming up for you in the future?
So for me personally, no, just because of health and funds, I won't be able to be there. But ICW has another show on June 15th, Chill Factor. We're just under 3 weeks out and we still haven't released the poster. They've only released the banner. So ICW, if you watch this, like when it drops, hit me up so I can give you the poster because it's done. But anyway, we got that coming up. I'm just kind of chilling. ECW have announced that their third show, A Hard Day's Fight, will be coming November 23rd.
Yes.
Tickets will be on sale for that soon. We can have a decent chunk of throwing the advertising out there. I did actually get in a little bit of trouble for showing that sneak peek at one of the match graphics. But That's fine. I mean, everyone knew the match was happening. It was confirmed on the show. It was confirmed when we shared the results. So I thought I was in the clear, but hey, maybe next time I'll just double check. But it is what it
Yeah, you
is.
probably should.
But I'm just chilling. Obviously, the Ember Butler Memorial Show, October 26th, is the big one that I'm really looking forward to. And like, I'm trying to make the August show for ICW just for commentary because it's 2 days after my dad's like 5-year passing. So I kind of just want wrestling to distract myself. But the next show that I will definitely be on, and I can't even say definitely because nothing's for sure in life, but the next one that I'm booked on isn't until October 26th for ICW Central West with the Memorial Show. I'm currently booked for commentary. If the stitches are out by then, I may appear as John the Ref for one night only, but trying not to get my hopes up. Obviously, my Rogue brothers, their match hasn't been announced yet, but they're going to feature very prominently. So maybe accompany one of them to the ring again if the stitches are out. If not, I'll just sit at the commentary desk and be very one-sided for them because it's Rogue. Now, I try my best to remain unbiased. Shaq can testify for that. I put him over while he was facing Jackson Thornhill, but no, I'm chilling. There's lots of wrestling coming up. Like I'm not even a part of this, but I'm gonna put it over. Slam just announced their huge show at AIS.
Yes.
November 22nd, Rage in the Cage 2. That is the same venue that NXT ran. And I can tell you right now, with all due respect to NXT, because people traveled to Newcastle and Sydney, and even some of the people that did make the long ass drive down your way to Melbourne, I think they're easily going to get more people than NXT did. Because they're coming off
100%.
coming off 1,700 people at the convention center. I reckon they're going to go over 2,000 people. And like I'm not affiliated with that company anyway. And in any way, there's some people in that company that don't like me. That's fine. It is what it is. I respect every athlete in that company, and I love what they're doing for Australian professional wrestling. And I'm more than likely going to be there as a fan because again, it's November, so the stitches should definitely be out by them. So my mum's going, my brother's going, so I'm trying to con mum into buying me a ticket so I can then just afterpay her like I did with World Series. But no, I'm keen. Lots of great stuff coming up, and I know that you guys in Victoria are doing some cool shit as well. So I'll let you plug before I rant longer than necessary.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think what for bookings for me. I don't have anything at the moment with Adrenaline, so I can't say anything there per se, but expect to see me do maybe one or two things there here and there. I don't think I'm going to be on all the time, but hopefully. Alpha Pro Wrestling Energy 5 will be happening on, and I just lost my phone. Hang on, sorry. That will be June 8 in 2 weeks from now. Energy 5 will start at 12 o'clock, and there's no tickets. You don't need to buy tickets for that one. It's just the $2 entry fee for the market, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. I will not be calling that. I will actually be doing backstage interviews for that one. I'm not gonna reveal too much about that one because you gotta have a different commentary team, and I'm very excited, and I'm happy. I'm happy that they've decided to go with somebody else, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. At night, though, we have No Remorse, which will be starting at 7 p.m. There's going to be some very interesting matches there. I will be calling this one. I am very excited for the main event, which will be Chris Law versus the Slim Reaper, Mike Chaos.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Now, if you guys have never seen Mike Chaos perform before, now I'm not saying this because he's my friend. I'm not saying this because I work with him. He is absolutely phenomenal, and having a veteran like Chris Law, who not only me and John are just massive fans of, is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I can't wait for this one. Now, the other thing that I can reveal now. I've kept it on the wraps for a little bit. This weekend, on Friday, the 31st of June, and 31st of May, sorry, and the 1st of June, MXW will be hosting
WrestleFest.
I don't know why I blanked. I literally about to say something completely different. WrestleFest, and the first one will be at the Geelong West Town Hall, and the other one will be at the Lara Town Hall, I think. I'm working that show. I will be doing backstage interviews, and also I have now Thanks to MXW management for allowing me to do this. I will be filming a live episode of Whatever It's Called there with the crew there. Whether it be both nights or one night, doesn't matter. I'll be doing that, and I'll be coming out in the future. It's gonna be fun. So definitely check that out. And John, just because the king told me to say this, you need to fucking come.
Unfortunately, just due to family health reasons, I won't be able to make this one again. But I'll get there. I at the last ECW show again. He actually did a few little shady things which I wasn't cleared with, but I've always told him Cooters do hold priority over Rogue. That's just the understanding we have. But Robbie Parker, despite the fact that he was a bit naughty on that show, did say that, hey, man, if we're still cool, anytime you're in Geelong, feel free to crash on my couch. So I'll probably take him up on that offer eventually. And he did. He said, Miss Novalee is welcome to come as well. She's like, I'll probably be stinky with a house full of guys, but I don't know. Eventually we will get there. I did talk to MXW management about just shows in general. And as I said, like, I'll commentary reffing, like, I don't care. Like, I just want to be there. I said, dude, if it comes down to it, I'll buy a ticket. And they're like, no, like, we'll take care of you, which I appreciate. Like, hey, I'll just sit at the back of the room and just watch the show for free and just cheer and boo and get the crowd hyped for you. Like, I don't even care. But
I think you do really well with Betson if you do commentary with him. I think, and again, I'm not saying this because he's a friend. Ryan Betson, great commentator for MXW. I couldn't. I'm gonna be fair honest. I can't handle candlestick to anyone who I've been on commentary. Everyone's so good, you know. Like I mean, I'm still learning, but there's no way I could be anyone better. But Ryan is one of the best in the industry.
We'll quickly transition into this, so we're not ranging too long, so we can get actual reaction. But I do give you props, and I've said it many times. But you were literally thrown into the fire, and you took to it like a duck to water. And like even me, like commentary was something that I always wanted to do because I'd had the eye issue since as a kid. And I've told my story, like basically I wanted to be Jim Ross until I realized that, hey, I could actually, whether I was good or not, like before I realized I could actually still get in the ring, I thought I was going to be blind by the time I was 16 pretty much, right? And I was like, well, I'll be like a legally blind, but I can see a TV screen and I'll be Jim Ross and that's fine. When I first did commentary, it was like, shit, like I was not prepared because I'd been wanting to do it. They wouldn't let me do it. And then all of a sudden, same thing was thrown into it. And the last show, I keep calling her Miss Novalee, which makes sense because she is Mrs. Crossfire, but she's a big fan of Miss Elizabeth, so I've just dubbed her Miss Novalee. But Novalee made her commentary debut at the last Extreme Capital Wrestling show, and very much she had 24 hours notice. She was thrown into the fire, say, hey, you're doing color commentary. And now, to be honest, like she'll even say herself, she wasn't probably as entertaining or in there as she is here on the pod, but she had no preparation time. Like she kind of just let me take the reins because like I've done commentary by myself at a show when needed. But by the time the main event rolled around with A-Shack and Jackson Thornhill, I was, for someone that was, you know, technically her first time doing commentary, and it was live commentary at that, like rather than just headset. Same thing. Like I was so fucking proud of her, and I just want to put that out there. And I can't wait to hopefully she'll be my partner on November 23rd, because A-Shack coming in fresh against Jake Gibson this time after they had a banger in January after both having two matches it's going to be fucking chaotic. And I just but I think we should probably transition over to, there's a lot of MXW talk we're doing here.
Yeah, well, we have been talking about MXW. Why are we talking about MXW, Johnny?
So we are talking about a match from MXW Upload, which I love that they're doing this. It's essentially, you know, it's a dark match, but they're like, hey, let's make it mean something, and they're uploading it to YouTube. And we have the team of Frankie Grime, who's been a little bit naughty himself later, the lovely Savannah Rowe, who Miss Crossfire has a not a bromance with, but the female equivalent of a bromance with.
Sis Brance or something like that.
Brance, sisterhood, like she pops every time that, you know, even though she knows she's coming, every time Savannah's matches have been announced so far. And she's really hoping that Savannah can be back for show number 3 for us. But Frankie and Savannah versus Blake Malik and Killian Bates from MXW Upload. And of course, all your MXW events can be seen in full on IWTV, but they have lots of little nuggets like this on their YouTube channel. So I'm pretty
and don't forget, they also have their Patreon page where everything goes on before it goes to IWTV and YouTube. So please support them as little as $10 a month. So please get support MXW because they're a great company. And I'm not saying that because I'm working for them now. I'm just saying because I generally love MXW. Yeah. And with that being said, let's get right into the action.
Our first match is for the MXW Upload and it's scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Introducing first.
Welcome everybody to MXW Upload today.
As always, got to give me the music.
Go check out Savannah Rowe's theme song if you haven't.
Oh my god, it's so good,
bro! I'm just like I was full just bopping at the commentary desk, and even Miss Novalee again. Like there's a little bit of a she's a bit of a fangirl for Savannah Rowe. She loves Savannah, and she's like on commentary, and she's like, I'm meant to be a face, but like I'm just like, dude, just roll with it. Like let's
just
go.
roll with the punches, man. This is like I will say this though, like having worked at the Sunbury Memorial Hall, with the exception that there's no air conditioning, I love this venue. I feel like oh my god, trying to think of the is it the Hammerstein Ballroom?
Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like it feels like that for me.
That is that is such a bucket list arena for me. Obviously not to work because that's never going to happen. But like so many indie shows still run there, and I'm just like, I don't care like what company it is in the US. Like if you're running the Hammerstein, like I'd go like just for the atmosphere. Like I gotta say though, Frankie does look good in green.
I don't like him in green. I don't know. I because like a lot of people say that, and a lot of the weekend, and then when I saw him on the weekend, I was like, dude, you look so much better in purple.
See, for me, and this is just private conversations that I've had with Frankie as well, because I mean, obviously it's very Goosebumps inspired with the slime and stuff, but I also get Ghostbusters like vibes from it as well. So I'm just a fucking nerd. So I'm trying to mind my F-bombs so you don't have to edit this as much. But yeah, it popped me.
I'm gonna have to thoroughly look at his gear now because I didn't put the two and two together with Goosebumps.
Yeah, I love the little promo we did with the Grime bumps thing that he did. And I'm like, please do more of this.
Now I've not seen these two guys before, so I'm gonna. But this is basically me going blind.
Yes, I'm very much the same. Like, when the match was announced, I was just like, I don't know who they are. I'm sorry, but that's the point of this. Like, again, MXW Upload, what they're doing here is they're not just doing throwaway matches. Like, people that are ring ready, but for whatever reason may not be just a spot on the card. Like, the card's full. Put them out there, have a X amount minute match, goes to YouTube, more exposure. Like,
and someone else in the crowd under.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good that they're showcasing newer talent as well by doing this.
Match is kicking in. First off, we have Savannah Rowe and Blake Malik in the ring.
Okay, so that's Malik. All right.
Running circles, looking deep in each other. Good lock up.
This is something that I love, though, that they do have like the recorded commentary rather than live commentary. I feel like it flows a lot better as well.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. One of the advantages, as you mentioned, Frankie, one of the advantages that these guys have, this team, is that this is as their first time here in MXW. The team here, the wrestlers here, the workers here. All
right, so I'm looking at Frankie's attire. I don't get Goosebumps. I get Garbage Pail Kids.
Exactly all that
oh yes, that as well. Yes.
A little toss. Oh, a little tussle in the middle. Going for the tag.
I just got really sad because some young kid's going to watch this and they're going to say, "Watch Garbage Pail Kids."
Oh god, I feel so old.
Jacking up the wrist of Frankie Grimes. Now these two gents, they come to us from.
See, this is the one thing it's like a pet peeve for me. Whenever I see kids wrestling in Jordans, I'm like, come on, don't rent your good shoes. But I'm like, but they're so cool though. Like I would do that too.
I feel that. Like let's talk about WWE and stuff, but like Roman Reigns has the Jordans on, and I'm like, granted, he has the money, but I'm like, dude, big double suplex.
Leave a mark there, looking very confident.
Not enough.
Actually, he's going to be the first wrestler ever to have his own pair of Jordans. Actually,
who?
Roman Reigns. The shoes that he wore at Mania
is one
for
of
a
those
prototype, and in January 2025, the Air Romans are going to be released. So I'm
someone.
probably going to try my best to get a pair of those just because it's wrestling in Air Jordan.
Poke in the eye of Malik. The ref doing his good job, keeping him in check.
So remember last time we saw Frankie?
God, I love Frankie's work.
He had to be carried.
As a side note as well, I love the MXW
Estate
referee shirts. I actually,
that match.
so for the last memorial show that ICW Central West did, I actually had custom shirts made up.
Yeah.
It was early 2022. They still had a backlog from COVID. So unfortunately, they didn't arrive until after the show. But I actually have the exact same color shirts
They let him go.
because it was for Emma, whose favorite color was purple, and it's the same color as like the cancer ribbon and everything.
He may have been present.
So I'm like, I literally have 5 referee shirts, the exact same as that, except that they don't have the MXW logo on them in my bedroom right now.
Certainly in this match,
He's being checked out now.
with Bates taken to the outside, demonstrating that he's in fact the street rat. Get a little bit questioning, breaking, pushing of the rules there.
A man of many nicknames is Frankie Grime. Street Rat, Swamp Rat, Swamp Wolf, Alpha Strain.
Bates coming out of Inverloch in Gippsland, my neck of the woods.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Taking out Grimes.
Textbook there, again highlighting the expert training these two have had.
At Relentless, absolutely amazing. Now, if you would check them out, Mayhem is their little promotion.
Shout out, Relentless School of Pro. And shout out to Coach Jake, actually, who hit me up a few months ago.
Up in ya.
You could always use a little more wrestling in your life. That's what I say.
It is a good statement. Should be on a shirt. Frankie Grimes sent to the ropes with a double Aldo and just stomps.
I'm so distracted by those
Team
Jordans.
Synergy. Bates going for the pin. Kick out.
I love them. It's one of my favorite colors.
Should we steal what those commentators just said?
That was.
They said everyone needs more wrestling in their life, which is something we always say, and they're like, that should be on a shirt.
Savannah, though,
Westbrook clothing, definitely get that on.
Official Reaction Wednesday t-shirt.
Tag team.
Everyone needs more wrestling in their life.
Feeding him with that kick to the kidneys. Grimes.
The hack in Harlequin.
Feet. Grimes.
Russian leg sweep.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Top kick Russian leg sweep.
Back. You can look. He is gasping for air. There is nothing left in this man. Kick at it.
a little.
I was wrong. I called it incorrectly. What a shot. What a twist.
Hashtag poo commentary.
But if you're watching this on the YouTube, be sure to let us know in the comments.
On the
below what
YouTube?
you're
It's
thinking
called
of
YouTube.
This match, or
On the YouTubes.
where
On the
Only I would say that because I'm old.
and have some wrestles.
On the internet.
Best thing,
Pop your ideas
On the internet.
below, I guess.
absolutely best thing about this promotion.
This is cool for me because, like, again, obviously, I've only seen Savannah once in person. And she's a very strong baby face for us in Canberra currently. Well, I say up in Canberra. I don't live in Canberra, but you know what I mean. Like down where you guys are, her working as a heel here. That's cool. I love it. I love it.
Savannah
Well, she normally
pushing
a face
that
at
5 count to Max,
Adrenaline.
striking him out on the side.
I think she's a heel in MXW from memory now.
Can't tag your partner from over there.
But you can tag your partner if you're Savannah Rowe. Frankie Grimes is in. Stomps in the corner.
I think she's actually semi-turning face in MXW, but I think we'll get to that later.
And that's a couple of times.
Well,
great
I
that
think this is the
Frankie's
match
pushed
where
the limits with the
you know
ref.
the incident happened. So
I don't know, but a peculiar sort of
Oh God, spoilers!
here. Before it was all catatonic, and today's
Frankie just checking the jaw with those forearms. My lord.
not sure what to call it. I can tell you the face though, it's starting to freak me out just a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's a little
And I say this with like, oh, hang on, we're gonna have to chicken.
hang on.
hard boost. Sunbury does not like Savannah.
Oh,
Not the
Oh no, classic heel move. I love that.
unacceptable Frankie Grimes. You do
Like
not
I say this with all like love for Frankie, but like he's just a string bean of a dude, right? So like there's nothing to him.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm
The
sorry.
power-
Frankie, I didn't say any of that. That's all John, man.
It's fine. Frankie and I are brothers, but like
Donkey kick to
power
the
that someone of his size still manages to put behind those forearms is
lined up.
ridiculous, man. Oh, beautiful crossbody.
Well, he has a lot of power. That is just raw and untapped, you know.
I mean, like the thing is, a lot of the power people don't realize does come from your legs. Like you with your legs. So because his legs are so lanky, that's probably something we're good.
Peak of adrenaline, just enough to get you up and.
I just love the fact that we got the Kudos in the background. We finally got Jimmy Burton. Who?
Jimmy Burton isn't real.
Don't start. Don't start.
We're complimenting the team.
And Jimmy, if you're watching, Jimmy, if you're watching, you better be there at WrestleFest.
They've cut this ring in.
Ooh, there's your chops, ladies and gentlemen.
Isolating.
Chop the nipple off of that man.
Across the
It takes it like a champ.
chops to his boobage.
I mean, now there's an advantage.
Chops to the boobage.
One man between the two of you, but it does mean there is one fresh.
MXW commentary.
Make that
Beautiful.
Absolutely. If Bates can get his way across that ring to Malik, he is fresh. He is. Look at him.
No, I hope to eventually share some John Bells with the Coopers and Jimmy Burton eventually.
I don't know how to spell that. I like saying it. Still don't know how to spell
I'm feeling really bad because I have to drink
here's
some
that
Kudo juice
moment.
on Friday.
Guts, punching the
I've
guts.
been informed.
Nah, gentlemen.
I hear it's 100% natural with no artificial
Frankie
flavor.
Grime's giving him just a little moment of hope.
I've had a little bit of a read of what's listed in Kudo juice. I'm
Savannah coming into this,
terrified.
tidy up, pick up the scraps.
It's kind of like the Krabby Patty formula at this point, though. They won't tell us what the secret ingredient is.
Picks him up. Oh, attempted scoop slam, unsuccessful. Pushed her into the rope. Now's the time. Bates reaching with absolutely everything.
Dude, all you had to put your hand out before. Come on.
He gets the Let's go.
There you go.
In comes Malik.
Here's the hot tag.
Huge clothesline. Second. Follows it up. Sling blade.
Ooh, very good.
Here's that wildfire is running through Blake Malik. Boom.
Dude has some heart to him as well. Sure looks at
Kicks.
Yeah, set this ring alight, and here we go.
He has him up.
Raises it. Oh!
Oh!
Elbow into a Samoan drop.
Absolutely.
That was gorgeous.
That
was cool.
Driver bringing him down. He gets his way to the top rope.
Top rope now.
Pay attention to what he's going to do.
Oh!
Nice.
Final descent to
Wow.
Frankie Grimes.
Oh, beautiful.
Curb stomp.
From the
Yeah, definitely putting
guy.
those Jordans to good use
This
there.
has to be it. He's got to be done.
I'm impressed by these guys. They're really good. Oh,
Low.
Oh, right in the dingleberries.
Low blow from
Oh,
Savannah.
here we go. Death row.
Death roll
Death
now.
row.
Death row drops him. Ref unaware. Oh, close call by Savannah. But Grimes,
Could be it.
there it is.
ah,
Dear God.
Team of Frankie Grimes and Savannah Rowe.
What an absolute shame for the.
I'm very impressed by I've already forgotten. What's the other? So you have
Killian
Malik-
Bates and Blake.
Bates and Malik. They're great. They're
Blake
great.
Malik. I was going to say Malik Blake, but I got confused with Malik Blade on NXT. Blake, Malik, and Killian Bates. What are words?
What are they doing? Oh, it's a shame that they're not a tag team anymore. I was really enjoying their chemistry, but at the same time, it's now setting up for them to have a match against each other.
But the thing is, like, you watch this match, you wouldn't have even known that they were planning that, really, because they just did so well. But obviously, I think it was the last MXW show. I think it was Homecoming, where Frankie spat the mist in the eyes of Savannah, and here we are now.
Well, I seriously thought that this was the match. I thought they only had one match together. Clearly, they had two. But yeah, Frankie turned on Savannah. Hey?
I loved the back and forth and the promos of the is he with Savannah or is he with the Cooters, and they did the one where Nova Nichols like kidnapped him, like threw him over the shoulders and like, where are we going? Cooter country. So good.
I love the Cooters. I love them.
Honestly, I don't think I've seen a bad promo from any of the Cooters yet, and then especially as a unit together, they're just so.
It doesn't exist. It does not exist. I just I can't wait to do this secret CUDA business that I've been plugging since the Burton episode. We have a sort of plan now what's going to happen, and I'm terrified. Oh boy, but that was great. It's always good to see Frankie. It's always good to see Savannah. But these two new blokes, man, I'm gonna put it there. They're great. I can't wait to see some of
What's worse? Like, what's more insulting, being stomped, like in general, or being stomped by a guy wearing Jordans?
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
how much do you dislike a guy to scuff your Jordans on his face? Like, forget his face. What about the Jordans? I do love the Jordans. Like, just they're way too expensive.
I just can't for the life of me what. But then again, I stuffed up recently when I was at APW recently. I was wearing my good Converse to the ring. You know, not that like I did anything bad or anything. I was like, probably shouldn't be wearing like my good stuff just in case if anything should happen. You know, because when it like it's like whenever I see B Squared. They always got Jordans on, and I remember the very first time I met them, and I said to them, "Why the hell would you wear Jordans?" Like, and they're just like, "Dan, we got to look the part." I'm like, "Yeah, I get that, but these are real Jordans. When you get fake ones, so at least if they break, like anything." And then I answer my own stupid question because they're fake. What if they break in the middle of the ring?
But like honestly though, like the shoes I wear every day, they're not Air Jordans, but they are still Nike Airs. Like 100%, I could. Probably like when I do get cleared, like Lord forbid, like I want to get proper wrestling boots again at some point. But while I just got the kick pads, I honestly would just get some of the high tops in the Nike Airs because like shit, they are so comfortable. They give you the support. That's why basketball players wear them. Like they're great for that kind of thing. So it does make sense in a way. But no, 100%. I can see why people do it, but at the same time, you're like, man, you're gonna scuff them.
I remember for years I used to really just give it to people who collected shoes and just like, well, how would you
Same, right? I used to be like, and then
no, it wasn't Jordans. It's when I bought my first pair of white Converse shoes, and I really just like took the time just to enjoy the feeling of it. I went, I can't believe I'm going to admit this on the show. I actually shed a tear because I was like, for the first time ever, I'm actually comfortable in my shoes. Like, it's not because like, I had to wear them for school or for work or anything. I actually felt very comfortable in them, and they were not relatively expensive, but expensive enough. And I've been buying Converse ever since, and that was just before COVID. And yeah, I don't think I could ever be a Jordans fan. I mean, there's a couple of them that I do like that I might get in the future, but I'm a Converse man through and through, and nothing's ever going to change that.
I'm personally Jordans more than, but like sneakers in general, I used to make fun of like, I've had like exes in the past that just had like 20 different pairs of heels, and they're like what the fuck? But then now I have like all these pairs, like I think I've got about 7 pairs of shoes all up. So it's not actually that many, but like literally, like I've got my Nikes, which I do wear every day now, but like I've got a shoe rack that when I do feel fancy, I literally have like, they're not Converse or Jordans, but they're just, I think like Kmart and Big W and random shit like that. But I've bought nice looking sneakers, and I've got like yellow ones and blue ones and green ones. Like I've got ones that like match like for an outfit and stuff like that. And I'm like, just the sneakers in general, like, there's something about them that like, I'm like, okay, maybe being a sneakerhead isn't much different than, someone being obsessed with all the different heels and stuff.
There's a lot we could say about this one, but we're not gonna go on to it. When eventually when we get Cass Stone on the show, because I know he's a massive sneakerhead.
I'm sure he will absolutely put me to shame with his proper collection because
I've seen it, so
No, I don't have a collection by any stretch of the imagination.
All I know is it's just yeah. He's got a lot to say about that one. Now just closing off for this match, even though it's just relatively short match, only about 10 minutes long, but minus the entrances. very fun, very very exciting, and this is what you need as a little icebreaker, as they say, for a show or a dark match. Just can't wait to see what's going to happen next with these two new kids coming up, and I don't know if they're on the next MXW show, but if they are, great. I'm gonna have a lot of fun watching them.
I look forward to hopefully seeing them in more. Maybe they can be like the face of MXW Upload. I don't know. Maybe that could be a cool thing. Like get your name out there on the YouTubes.
On the interwebs. God, we're old.
But no, like, very, very impressed with these two. I'm going to say young man. I'm going to assume they're younger than me because, fuck it, I'm almost 30. And
I'm nearly 40. Oh, boy.
but no, very, very impressed with these two young dudes. And, of course, as you said, Frankie and Savannah. We all know and love Savannah and Frankie.
Oh, well, they're absolutely fantastic. Well, that's the end of this episode of Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays. Let's get the Disney reference out there. Is there anything Disney that we can quickly talk about? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I can't think of anything.
Actually, and I feel like everyone needs to know this, Kermit the Frog was just added to Disney Speedstorm. Kermit the Frog, and he's like human sized, so it's fucking terrifying. But
Kermit I'm gonna race you into the next championship.
His ability, I haven't got his ability yet because I haven't got him leveled up enough because he's seemingly is very much a pay to win character. Like you can unlock him very easy for free, but to level him up at the moment anyway, until they do future events. But his ability is literally him. He turns around and he's like literally playing his banjo. So like he's facing backwards to the
is he at least playing the Rainbow Connection?
I don't think because like copyright reasons, but basically he's like playing the banjo.
Copyright reasons, they own it. Disney own the rights to the Rainbow Connection.
So it's like a third party person like that makes.
Okay.
It's all remixes, like, but the remixes on those tracks are cool. But like he's playing his banjo and he leaves behind like a string of like music notes, which basically you have to hit them. And they give you like a boost and stuff, and he's just like ding ding ding, and the car is like basically driving backwards, like not even in the car seat.
I'm gonna have to play this.
Like Kermit the Frog is a reckless driver, ladies and gentlemen. It's like Fast and Furious shit. He just sits on the trunk of the car, just going ding 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 ding. It's the fucking coolest thing.
Oh God, I'm gonna play that today. All right. Now, as always, where can we find Court and Conversation, Johnny Boy?
So at Court and Conversation, all one word on Instagram, as always. That's where I'm more active in terms of like, especially pod stuff. I'm more active on like my main Instagram, but for more fan/listener interaction, I hate saying fan listener, but like for more listener interaction and polls and just topics of trying to get discussions, it's more on the actual Facebook posts, which is at CIC Pod. The YouTube channel is the same. I haven't streamed on Twitch for like about a month now, just because of how hectic life been. But there's been a couple of vlogs up there. The vlogs are actually more current than the podcasts are at the moment because we're trying to get some conversations back in the can, and then we can just chuck the intro and outro on them as we need to. But yeah, there was a couple of that's settled down a little bit now that I haven't had to have as many eye trips. But there was a stretch there where I'd had eye trips in between podcast episodes. So yeah, the vlogs for the health updates are the more current thing. But yeah, just hit us up, have fun. I got a pro wrestling tea store, buy the merch, all that fun stuff.
Speaking of merch, speaking of sales and everything, I know I'm not wearing anything at the moment. That's from our sponsor. I'm actually wearing a Matt Earth Society hoodie simply because I'm freezing. It is only 7 degrees here in Melbourne at the moment as we record this, but we need to take a moment to acknowledge our sponsors, Respite Clothing, which is right here.
Here or up here. I don't know where I'm going to be on the screen, but it's here somewhere on Dan's screen.
Yeah. So it's got. Make sure to check out Respite Clothing on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, Jesus. Respite Clothing on Facebook and Respo.clothing on Instagram. They've got lots of amazing merch. What of its cool merch will be available there. You just have to ask them very nicely. Yeah, and John's merchandise hopefully will be available there as exclusively there as well. But there's still time to get that out there. So yeah, make sure to check out Respite Clothing. And Respite Clothing, please don't drop us as a sponsor. I know I've been taking a piss out of you guys for a while, but now I've got the logo right here. So yeah. That was that was an interesting conversation. What happened on Saturday? You know, head of Red Square Clothing saw what happened and came up to me and says, "You should have given us a hint that you might be doing this because you know now that you're going to get heat. You know, do we really want you to be wearing our stuff?" Like, yeah, probably should have thought about that, but
Yeah, how dare you, DPC? You.
well, the fact that I screwed over, you know, what a close friend of theirs and also who do their merchandise too. That wasn't really a smart idea. But you know, at least
See, I feel like as a brand though, you've kind of got to be unbiased. Like, you know, it's like a faction. Not every member's going to get along in a faction, but when it comes to crunch time, we're all a family, and it's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, speaking of faction and all that stuff. Also, this beautiful design of another co-host of Whatever School, Fun Fact Dangerous P. Morgan, is available. So please, if you would like to have this beautiful dessert t-shirt design.
I would love a beautiful dessert. I mean, it's breakfast time, but hey, let's go.
But yeah, please let us know and we'll get those sent out to you as soon as possible. And with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show and enable those notifications to stay up to date whenever we post anything. If you can't wait for the next video, make sure to check out Corner Conversation and Whatever School. They both can be found on any Whatever School, any podcast platform. Great shows, and both of us have celebrated episode 100, so definitely check those both out. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. And make sure to buy John's merch because we love money, and also book us on Cameo because
yes,
we also love money.
I'll tell you what, like when I actually get that first Cameo, I'm gonna lose my mind, but yeah. Peace.